So you're wondering how to use Keepa to find better products. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how. What we're looking at here is the free version of Keepa, and what you're going to see is very limited. You're not going to be able to see a lot of the actual BSR, which is what we want, this seller rank. All you're going to see is the prices, if Amazon's on the listing, and you're going to see basically all of these things here. You can see all of these for the free version, but it's not going to give us our key metric, which is the BSR. So if you only got the free version, you're going to struggle. Really what we need to see is we need to see this BSR. So we're going to have to go to the paid version. So let me just get rid of this. And then we come across, this is the paid version. So what can we see here? We can see, let me just make this a bit bigger. And what we can see here is this green line. This is our sales rank, okay? So this is our BSR, our best sellers rank. So this is the information we really want to see using Keepa, because it's very, very accurate, or I feel it is very, very accurate to give us the sales. You can see this is one sale, and even down here this is two sales, because we're coming very low into the ranks. One is the best rank, and then as we go up, it just has less and less sales, so that the rank starts climbing. When it gets sales, it starts coming back down again. Each one of these big drops is a sale, and when you get really low down in the ranks, we're talking 6,000, 7,000, 3,000. You see the drops are so small because the lower you get, those movements are really, really small. So it's giving us a lot of information about the sales. What it's also going to give us is this down here, which I'm not necessarily so interested in, these stars, as long as now we've got above the 4 stars. It's fine, it's 4.3, so that's all good. So I'm just focusing on this. So let me just scroll back down to where it was. So I've got various products open here at the top, and we're just going to go through them now. So this one doesn't have any variations, so it's a simple product to check, and all I'm using Keepa for on this occasion is to check to see whether it's got sales. So yeah, this has got good sales. When the price was come up a bit, the sales slowed down. Amazon were out of stock, as this orange color here is Amazon being in stock, but it's not always 100% true, because here they seem to have stock and they've got the buy box. Sometimes they will still say that they don't have stock, but you can order the product, and it will show orange on this chart. So let's go through to another one. So here what we're seeing, very different story, right? I'm going to open that last page back up, because on that last page you're seeing a lot of sales. Okay, on this page you're not seeing so many. Here we're seeing a lot of sales. Yeah, so the rank is very low, it's below 20,000 most of the time, so we've got a great amount of sales. Let's go to this product. How many sales have we got in the last 3 months? 1. Okay, so, and that was at a lower price, 204, and it's gone up to 216. Okay, not such a difference in price. But what we can also do is scroll out, and we see the year. So we can see a year of data. So this product doesn't sell very often on this ASIN. Maybe there's another ASIN of this product. Sometimes there's different ASINs of the same product. Or we can scroll in further. We can look in the last month, nothing. So I'm interested in looking at 3 months, and especially the last month of sales. So I'm not really interested in what's happened a year ago. It's irrelevant to me. And I'm looking at 3 months, 1 sale, and the last month there's nothing there. You could also look like this. You just highlight what you want to zoom in, and obviously there's no sales there. So this, very low selling product or slow selling product, so it's something we're probably not interested in unless we've got great margins. Now, we're not going to get into other software yet. We're just going to go over this one tool today. So let's have a look at another product here. So how many sales we've got? Well, it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't believe that's a sale. It's a drop, but look at the difference that we're going from 120,000 rank more or less, and we're coming all the way down to 50,000 rank. So this small drop is not a sale for me. It needs to be a big drop. As we get lower down in the ranks, like we saw on that other product, this one, the drops become smaller and smaller and smaller. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's move on to this one. We've done that one. So yeah, it's not a fast selling product, but it depends. If we can get the right margin, then it still could be a good product. This one here. So if you look, pretty fast selling, right? You know, we're in a rank of 2,500, and that's in toys. So you can always check down here to see what it's selling in. Giocchi, it's toys in Italian. So this is really fast selling. So something we're really interested in, as long as we can get those margins and potentially take a smaller margin, but we've got some fast sales. We go through a few more. So this has got decent sales, and the rank is, you know, below that 100,000 most of the time. So we're looking at this, and we could probably estimate 20, 25 sales over the 3 months. So let's say, you know, 8 to 10 sales a month. So pretty good. And let's come to another one. Again, you're looking at the prices, and the green BSR and this blue line is your price. Yeah, so you can track the price, 22.97, and we're just looking. I can't show you exactly on the mouse because I move it and it moves. So, but you can track the price where it says new, and then the price has just dropped lately. Okay, so you can see that as well. Let's go to next. This one, you see Amazon is in stock, or at least they say they're in stock, and they don't seem to go out of stock. So let's go look at a year. And yeah, Amazon have been in stock a long time, but look, the price has come up recently. So that could be interesting because the price has gone up rather than gone down. When the prices keep going down, not so interested. But as long as we've got evidence at these this price now, we've got evidence of sales at this price. If we can get our margin, excellent. So here's another example. The price has come down. Yeah, so it dropped from 24.90 down to 17.36. So we're still getting sales at this low price, but we need to base our sales on this lower price now. So the potential sales, if we can find a product that's still got margin at this lower price, excellent. Let's go for it. So I've got this one here. You can see Amazon were in stock just a brief time. Price has been coming up, right? So it's gone from 21.89 down here to 29, spiked up. Not really interested in that spike up price. The sales are happening down at this level, 29, and then price has gone up. No sales. Price has come down again to 29. So that could be including shipping if it's FBA, or if it's FBM. This is not going to include the shipping prices. So these figures of the new price, it's not going to include shipping price. It will just be the product price. So that's that, fairly straightforward. Now let's look at this chart here. So I'm going to zoom in a bit, and we can come right in here. And we can see here, this looks like a lot of sales, right, for this product. But I'm going to show you that I don't believe that this is all sales. So this can be very confusing sometimes, but if you look at these charts, they're very sort of almost symmetrical in terms of how they're coming down and coming up in this BSR. When you look at these ones, they're big drops, right? Because if we zoomed in here, yeah, if we zoomed in here, this could look like sales. So these potentially could be sales if we're looking at a chart in a small time frame, but we need to zoom out. When we zoom out, we see that none of these were sales at all, and we just had a few sales on these big drops. So come back to this one. What do I think potential sales here? Well, what I'm going to do, this could be here, but I'm going to zoom out to 1 year and have a look at the price action at another time. So in here, okay, these are not irregular, right? This pattern is quite irregular. So these could be sales. We're in the 30,000, 40,000 range. So that looks like a nice sale, another sale. And yeah, we've got a few sales on this chart. let's come back to this last month. Let's look at these again. They're almost symmetrical. I see them as these sales are just coming up and down, or they're not sales. For me, they're not sales. This looks like a sale. I've gone from 62,000 down to 40,000. That's a good drop. I think that's a sale. When we go from 66 to 60, I don't think that's a sale at all. And on another piece of software, which we'll talk about later, it can confuse these drops as sales. So we need to be careful with that. We need to have our own judgment. So on this, if I'm looking at it, I would say this looks like one sale here and potentially a second sale down here, because the lower it gets, the smaller the drops. So maybe 1, 2. This could be a sale but a refund, or a sale and a cancellation, and 1 here. So I'd say maybe 2, 3 sales maximum. So it's like 2 or 3 in 3 months. So not really interested in that. The price, however, is pretty stable, right? It's pretty stable, so that looks okay, but it's just this erratic charts. I'm not interested in looking at those at all. I'd pass on this product. So let's come now to, just zoom out again, make this a bit easier to see. We'll come out and we'll look at a product with variations. So with these variations, when we're looking at Keepa, what I want to do, I'm just going to zoom right out to make this easier. I want to look to see if these variations have got a shared chart or not. What do I mean by that? We're looking at the same pattern on the chart. So these numbers may change in terms of price, but the pattern is the same or almost the same. It looks very, very similar. And it may not be shared on all of the charts, in all the different products, but this pattern looks very similar. Again, looks very similar, and for me, that's the same. So then how do we use Keepa? Because if these were separate charts, we could, and they need to be completely different, then we could judge that the data from this product is good. Yeah, but if it's sharing the chart between all of these variations, how do we know which one is actually selling? Is it the one for 100 euros or is it the one for 10 euros? Because they're all going to give us a drop in the BSR. We sell one of these, we sell one of these, they're going to give us a drop in the BSR. So it's very, very difficult to tell. So I'm going to zoom back out again, and I'll zoom back in, and we can check variations here. This will only show if there are variations on the product. So we can see here, if we look, now these may be in a different area because you can move them around. So they may be in a different space. I've just moved them over because I'm mostly interested in the ratings. I want to see the product, make sure it's a match, the BSR, the ASIN is a match, and then I want to see the ratings. So I'm not looking at reviews. We could look at reviews because it does give us a similar picture, but I'm going to look at the ratings. So because this gives us a percentage as well. So looking at 28% is this product here. So 70434, and what one are we looking at in this example? We're not looking at the same one. So we're looking at, it is a waterfront ice cream. Okay, so we are looking at this one, yeah? So this is on a German web, but that's fine just for this example. So we're looking at this one. This is in 3rd place. So we're looking 28% for the first one and 15% for the one we're looking at on this web page. So what data is this giving us? What is this telling us? Well, it's giving us a good idea, not exact, but it's giving us a good idea that if there are 28% of the ratings on this product, which is just when you mark stars, you don't leave a review, you just say I'll give it 5 stars or 4 stars or 1 star, and this is giving us a good idea. It's not exact, but it's giving us a good idea that 28% of the people, the 28% of the sales would be this product that's sold. So this doesn't always add up to 100%, by the way, because maybe there's another variation that there's no stock now and it won't even show here. So we could be missing some data. But if it's in 1st place, 2nd place, then I'm pretty confident that we should be able to get a good chunk of the sales. Now, if we say, okay, let's look at, 28% of the sales. When we look at 28% of the sales here, it could be about 40, 50 sales over the last 3 months. So let's look at a month. Okay, probably 20 plus sales are actually, or more. So, because it's a very low rank. So say 20 to 30 sales actually in a month when you're looking this close. So 20 or 30 sales in a month, and we're looking at 28% of that. Okay, so say it's 30 sales a month, let's say 10 sales a month could be this product. Now it's not exact, so it's going to give you a good idea, because maybe customers are buying more of this product now in recent months, and before they bought more of this product, the top one. So it's not going to be exact, but it's going to give us the best estimate that we can have of how these products sells. So in this case, if it's ranked number 3, I'm probably not going to be all that interested unless we've got a hell of a lot of sales going on. There's only, not a massive difference, 28%, 15%, but these top 2 products, I would definitely be, interested if this was a product I could make money on, make a margin, make profit. So that's that one. Let me show you one more. So this is the last one I'm going to show you in the variations. And this one gets a bit more complicated because it's got different colors and it's also got different sizes as well. So how can we tell? Okay, let's see if it's got a shared chart. Let me just zoom out a bit so we can see this chart. So the Azure, that's the same chart to me. Mediterranean, you see this big spike here, exactly the same. So this is a shared chart. So we're going to have to rely on our next way of checking, which is coming in here and checking the variations. And we're looking at the pink version, Rosa, and this is number 1. So 43%, so it's good. That's good. So this will be, if we've got a margin on this product and we see some good sales, then yeah, we've got a good margin at this price here, this last price. I would even check against this price. I would be keen to, at least be in the money and not break even or losing money at this price, because only recently the price has gone up and we've got Amazon on the listing again. When Amazon are not on the listing, you see, you can get some really good sales, so really good price of profit. So hopefully that helps, and you've got a better idea of how I use Keepa, how you can use it. And then what we're going to talk about in the next video is how we put this together with another piece of software as well, actually several. Some are free, some are paid for. So I would really strongly suggest that you have the paid for version of Keepa, and if you can't afford that, bonus time. Now, if you are bootstrapping your business, you feel you can't afford the 19 euros a month, or I think it's 189 euros a year for Keepa, then I've got an option for you. So if you've got the free version, you're not going to see this BSR. This is what you're going to see. So I bootstrapped my business to begin with. First of all, Keepa used to be free, and you could see the BSR, and then it started charging. So I flipped to using Helium 10. So this is a free version. So with your Helium 10 extension, you sign up to Helium 10, and then you've got your Helium 10 extension here. You can just turn it on and off as you need to. It's not going to give you as much data as it does in Keepa, but it's going to give you enough data, I believe, to be able to get started. So what we're doing now is we're following this blue line, okay? So up here, let's turn this back on. Now, Keepa gives you 3 months of time horizon instantly. Now we can just change this to 3 months. So it's going to look similar. They won't often be exact, but they're going to be similar enough that you can see your sales, right? So this is what you're going to be relying on. This blue line is your BSR, and then you've got the price down here, this green line, okay? So it's going to give you the basics of what you need. Now, you're not going to be able to see the variations on here, but so you might not be able to purchase products that have got variations because you're not going to be sure of the sales unless they've got separate charts. So what it does have though is, if you are bootstrapping, it's going to give you this. So you got this revenue calculator. So for example, if we were paying, I believe it was about 12 euros for this product, then it's going to show you the fees. Now you need to double check that all the fees are in here, because it's got referral fee, variable closing fee, per item fee. Okay, so it's missing a couple of fees there, but they might not apply to this product or this category. So that looks about right. 24 euros, going to charge you 7. This is a fairly small product. So potentially €5.51 if you're selling it FBA, and if you're selling it FBM, potentially there's a bit more. But remember, you've got to pay your shipping, right? So for me, often it works out cheaper for me to send it FBA and let Amazon do the logistics, and I don't have to worry about it. So there's your bonus. So if you're bootstrapping your business, you're just getting started, or you just want to save yourself 19 euros a month, this could be for you. It's going to give you almost all of the information you need. So hopefully that's going to help, and leave any comments down below what you want to see in the next videos, what software you'd like me to review, and I'll do my best to review them. And until next time, peace.